I have your email open. I've looked through the comments, so we'll take a look and see if I can identify the spots that you're talking about. You let her jump a little long before the weaves. Number 2 bar was coming down. I think that's fine. It's a difficult entry as well. I think it's a really nice job there. All right, next spot you said was front cross prior to the dark blue. Okay, I think this is fine. Here the dog definitely goes a little bit wide, so here what we need to do is a decel. Instead you choose to just do a turn, so you're going to get a lot of pinwheel turning, and that's problematic because of this off course over here. So the dogs are all going to go a little bit wide there as they really take a hard look at that jump. Okay, and I just reread your comments, so it looked like you were going for a front cross in here. Even if I'm going to do a front cross, I'm going to do a sharp decel here, and then as the dog is taking off, then I'm going to come in here and do the front cross. It's pretty far to the next jump, so I think I prefer the rear here, depending on how close that blue jump is to the white jump before it. And then let's see your next one, between purple and dark blue. You worked on both the rear and the front. Yeah, I think they're both okay. Typically you do need a hard call here like you did, bypass cue to keep them off the tunnel. Let's see, fell behind, you did the rear, yeah, off course tunnel, definitely. If I do front cross, let's say I zoom in here, first of all it's going to be a decel front cross, and then I'm going to immediately slam on the brakes to create another turn here. So it's going to be decel, front cross, decel. I actually like the rear cross a little better. Rear cross combined with the bypass cue, because then you don't have to decel, you can keep moving. It cues the turn pretty well. And then, let's see, at the end you said cert blind, purposely late on the blind. Okay. So here, okay, that's fine. Let me see, purposely, lots of dogs were not coming into the double and we're taking the off-course turquoise. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, you did a great job. Looking, establishing the connection, looking through the uprights. I think that's perfectly done. Very nice, very nice. All right, now let's move on to standard. I've got your comments out here for that. Let's take a look. Said did a late front cross out of the weaves. So that's probably our first spot. Beautiful. Nice pickup here. I don't think this cross was too late. Oh yeah, I guess it's a little late. Not bad though. Okay. Onto the table. Let's see the next part. You said you planned a front cross prior to the dark blue. Clearly not there in time. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry, that's jumpers. Poor decel dribble stepping, didn't complete turn to the next jump on the jump after the table. Okay, let's take a look there. All right, let's see here. Here you're definitely moving forward. So you're turned into the dog, right? But you're still moving forward. You see this drift? So you're going to drive the dog along there. Let me see what your comment was in that spot. Dribble stepping, poor decel. Yeah, okay, I agree. Yeah, it's tough with the judges. Gitchy's a bar knocker, and so I had to learn early on to not look for bars because it was kind of throwing me off a little bit. And so at the end of runs, it's a sacrifice I make. So a lot of times I don't see the bar come down. You have to reward or not reward based on the run. So always she was getting rewards, but sometimes she would drop bars. But I never would celebrate. Sometimes I wouldn't know until I get to the scoring table, especially big competitions. So usually a big competition, you can just walk out. There'd be people watching you on the side, and you'd be like, did she keep all the bars up? Or did the judge call anything? So I often have to put myself in that spot. So your point is well taken. Very difficult rear cross here. The dog did not read this one. This is after the panel. Okay, you mentioned a front between, oh wait, tad late, applying pressure on the, yeah. I think I think moving around the panel has started to bring her this way. Like she definitely thought, yeah, I'm going to vote for having to move around the panel. You just need to stay a little bit wider on the jump before that and set up a converging line. Very nice. And then right here, the judge reaches up for his face again. I'm probably to adjust his mask or something. You know, it's the only team who turned the dog left on the jump after the tunnel toward the fence. Oh, okay. I like that better than going to the inside. I mean, you'd have to time it to know for sure, but just based on what you set up there, I prefer the way that you ran it. The dog does turn a little bit wide there. I might think of controlling that turn better. Let's go back to that turn real quick. Yeah, here I definitely want to see a better turn. So we want to be not stooped over, leaning forward. And we don't want to take this step. And then as she's taking off, we want to be going against her, and that'll force her to dribble in an extra stride. So here so this is like what I call first generation decel. You know, this is how we all decelled for a long time. If you go back and look at the A-cell decel modules, this is what everybody looks like. But what we've learned now is as the dog approaches the takeoff zone here, we can already be moving away. And that's an even stronger cue for the dog to put in an extra stride and then start wrapping. So that's what we want to get to with this dog. Of course, you're going to have refusals in the beginning, but you're just going to not reward those, right? So you're going to get those in practice. You got to work it out in practice. And then accept some refusals in trials as you work on it. And the dog's like, oh, okay, no, she really did mean for me to take that jump, right? We accept lots of wide turns. Everybody does, because wide turns are not disqualifying faults, right? But we have to be willing to accept some refusals. All right, that's all I have to comment on that. Great job on both of these runs. Let me know if you have any questions.